something a little bit different, I think. Although we have done it before, and I know it's quite popular, is TLRs, twin lens reflexes, and Rolleiflex has always been one of the gold standards for twin lens reflex. So Mr. Wu is going to go in detail about this particular unit. I'm not quite sure what it is, but he'll explain it to you. Okay, Mr. Wu.
Okay, here we are. So at the table here we got 3 cameras, and you'll be wondering what is these 2 doing here with this. I brought out these 2 because these 3 cameras were produced in 1961. So of course this one is Canon's first compact camera. This was Canon's rangefinder camera. So I covered this earlier, so we will just put this one side. So we have the Rolleiflex twin lens reflex camera. The most well known, the most well made, and the rest were copies of the Rolleiflex, but they never really came close to it. But this is how the Rolleiflex started. It started as a periscope in the trench war. Then later developed into this picture taking machine, medium format. So nothing much to add to it. So this particular one is called the Rolleiflex W, wide angle. The standard Rolleiflex either have a 75mm lens or 80mm lens. It gives you the normal angle of view. So on the standard Rollei, if you wanted wide angle, you can fit in a wide attachment, or you can fit a tele attachment, but then that's not so good. So Mamiya came along, and Mamiya introduced the interchangeable twin lens. So this is a Rolleiflex version. What they did is, instead of making it changeable, too many things to change and make it bulky and intricate, so they built a fixed wide angle lens. This is a Distagon 55mm, so it gives you a wide angle view, and with a matching viewing lens on top, Helios matte. So these 2 lenses are mounted together. When you focus, they all go together. So when the top is focused, the bottom is focused. And to view, you flip up this waist level finder. Then you see the image here. Now because of the reflex view, the left and right are interchanged. So the left, it will be on the right side, right will be on the left side. The finder is changeable. So for normal use, you flip up the magnifier, so you can have a detailed focusing. If you want to take a action shot, you just flip up this one. So the normal Rolleiflex is just a hole. This one, they put a little lens there to make the angles right. So you peep through here, and you can see the image the right way around. So that's the waist level. You can even change the focusing screen. You can change the focusing screen. And one thing about this twin lens, they have the parallax. Because of the distance between the top lens and the bottom lens, you might, if you get too close, you might chop off the head. So Rolleiflex have an ingenious way to overcome that. They got this frame that is moving according to the distance. So you focus nearer, this mask goes down. You focus further, the mask goes up. So as long as you keep the image within the mask area, you won't have parallax. So it's correct by itself, automatic. Then you can always put this back. Yeah. This is a meter. This one is an incident diffuser. If you don't want, you can take it off. So you measure reflected light. And there are 2 scales to read the light. So one is the black one, and one is the red one. The red one for low light. So what you do is, after you set the ISO, so you got the black needle. This black needle that follows the light here. And then you turn this down, the red pointer. So you make the red pointer match the black needle. So when that is done, you read off the value here, like the Hasselblad. They got a light value system. So it says 8. So you set the value 8 on the dial here. So that will give you the right shutter speed aperture combination. For depth of field, when you adjust the aperture, you see the depth of field scale will move, the white zone. So that will tell you which part of the image will be sharp. So you got the depth of field indicator. All right. Flash, you can either use flash bulb here or electronic flash. And the V is for the self timer. So you plug in your flash sync cable here. This is the shutter release with a lock. So to wind the film, you crank and reverse, and then you can take a picture. Now, the Rolleiflex, unlike all the most twin lens camera, when you load the film, you have to load until you see the arrow mark here. This arrow mark must mark up with the marking on the body. Then you are ready for the film counter to read at 1. Now, Rolleiflex have their own system, very ingenious, so you don't need to align any mark. So, in 1961, this was made to take 120 film. And also, you can use an adapter to take 35mm film. So, they have an adapter here. So, in 1965, they added the 220 version. Now, this special camera have a glass plate here, so that when you load the film, it keeps the film flat. So what you do, you put this film here. This is a dummy film. So plug it here. Now this is the important part for loading Rolleiflex. This film paper leader have to go underneath these 2 rollers. If not, then you won't get the right frame counting. So you put it through this, let it get out, it's a bit of curly. Okay, once you got inside here, you are home safe. So what you do is you just bring this over to the spool, you find the slot in the spool, put the leader inside, and then you wind on enough for it to catch on. So it caught on. That's all you need to do. Close the back. Now that 2 roller job is to detect the film thickness. The moment it detects there's film, it will kick in the frame counter. So now at 0. So you wind, it will stop at number 1. Stop at number 1. Automatic. Now you can shoot. Wind it back, make a picture. Then you wind it back, and make your picture. So this, the Rolleiflex. So they had one version in 1961 that takes only 120 film. Another version in 1965 that can take 120 and 220. But today for 220 is irrelevant because the filmmaker no longer make the 220. Then there's a big gap. 35 years later, the new Rollei company reintroduced this one with a modern light meter and so on, wide angle. So that also lasted a few years. So in total, there were 3 versions. This is the wide angle. So if you have the Rolleiflex T with the tele, so the tele is 135, this is 50. So you pair these 2, one for wide angle, one for telephoto shot. And if you got the standard Rollei, the 3 of them, that means 3 bodies will cover the wide, the normal, and the tele. And this, you have to hold it. You see, they are, after so many years, no free play. The focusing is good, everything is good. As long as you don't drop it, it will last you for a long, long time. This one. I shot with my early days with this type of camera, the normal one. I take the school class photo with this one. Yeah. it inside here. It's a bayonet. A bit tricky here. Yeah, it's the bayonet. Yeah, got it down here. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay, great.
Rollify.
Beautiful. Wow, thank you very much. Mr.
Welcome.
Wu.
Welcome.
Huh? What do you think will be next?
Oh, well, whatever. Maybe the other version, the tele, then some more Leica long lenses.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you very much,
Right,
Mr. Wu.
welcome. Right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.